Hello, my name is Brenda Gladney, and today I will be discussing technology in the automotive industry. In today's society, technology is a basic cause of social change. There has been four social revolutions throughout history, which are domestication, agriculture, industrialization, and information. We depend on technology in our daily lives, and our needs and demands for technology are on a steady rise. However, technology has caused many concerns, which are the poor application of technology has resulted in the pollution of the environment and causes a threat to our lives and society. The impact of technology in environmental science has had many advances. For example, humans went from caveman tools, Stone Age, Bronze Age, and Iron Age tools. These advances had major consequences on the environment. Some examples are natural resources and ecological habitats were depleted or disrupted, and also there was an acceleration in economic growth and greenhouse gas emissions. However, green technology formed today aims to reverse the negative impact technology has had on the environment. There have been many positive and negative impacts that technology has had on environmental science. Some examples of positive impacts are mechanized agriculture, improved communication, improved education and learning processes, and improved transportation. For example, we have the hybrid cars, which are supposed to decrease greenhouse gas emissions for vehicles. The negative impacts that technology has had is resource depletion, increased pollution, and increased population. For example, according to the World Population Clock, there are 7.4 billion people on the earth today. One approach to reduce the harmful environmental impact that society has placed on Earth is the green movement. For example, vehicles have become more efficient and car developers have begun manufacturing more and more hybrid and electric cars. The issue is that these cars are slowly gaining popularity. Although the federal government offers a $7,500 federal tax credit, and many other states offer tax breaks and incentives. For example, in 2014, only 123,000 electric vehicles were bought, but 16.5 million new vehicles were put into circulation. Another issue is there are only 26,000 charging stations in the United States. And then also another issue is the installation requirements for charging stations. Another issue is that there is limited financing and highway and street repairs if many of the cars on the road are electric or vehicle, because currently road construction is funded by the federal fuel tax, which is 18.3 cents per gallon since the year of 1993. However, many vehicles don't pay their fair share today, and all states receive as much or more funding from the federal government than from this tax. And there isn't really a current funding that is sustainable for these types of repairs. The target population for the hybrid and electric vehicle is on the West Coast. On the left is a diagram of the electric car, and on the right is a diagram of the hybrid car. The electric car buyers are typically young and rich. About 55% of electric vehicle buyers are between the ages of 36 and 55. 21% of those people have an average household income of $175,000 a year or more, and 44% have at least one child living at home. Hybrid car buyers are typically older and rich. 45% of hybrid powered vehicle owners are 56 years old and older, and 12% have an annual income of $175,000 or higher, and 52% are empty nesters. This slide will discuss the impact on the target population of hybrid and electric automobiles. The first issue is a lack of communication with utilities. They face challenges in determining when customers purchase these vehicles, and they have problems with where and when people will plug in their vehicles. Another issue is public charging stations have high costs and require substantial coordination. And on the downside, the low usage of public charging stations requires longer capital recovery without substantial growth in usage. However, the pace of improvements of hybrid and electric cars is increasing. The fuel economy of these vehicles are 33% greater than the gasoline-powered engine. However, they will remain more expensive because of the need of improvements in battery technology and the range of the vehicles. The biggest issue with the hybrid and electric automobiles is the research and development to increase the efficiency of building these vehicles so more people can afford them. And the biggest issue is the design of the batteries. As you can see in the diagram here, there has been a lot of research on different ways to overcome that issue. Another issue is the research and development of the placement of charging stations and their efficiency. And also, the governments and states can increase the current fuel tax and vehicle registration fees to help develop roads and highways. The picture on this slide is of the Mobi Charger, which is some current technology. It's currently in testing stages, but it can charge a car in 30 minutes and works with any plug. It uses batteries from old electric cars, and people can use a mobile app that can be used, and an attendant comes and charges the vehicle with the Mobi Charger while that person goes and handle whatever business or personal things that they have to do. In order for hybrid and electrical vehicles to successfully be produced in the mass market, there needs to be an improvement in technology so vehicles can be purchased at a more affordable price. Also, there needs to be an improvement in the communication between utilities and car dealerships in order to produce more charging stations. In order to gain more capital for road development and construction, a tax should be included at charging stations. Most importantly, renewable energy sources need to be utilized at every charging station. The benefits of having a mass market for hybrid and electrical vehicles is that more people will be able to purchase them, and it will have a positive impact on the environment by reducing emissions. I did a training class at a local university and was really surprised, when I saw an electric vehicle charging station parking lot. If the prices of these vehicles were to decrease, I would definitely purchase one and encourage others to as well. It is a great way to reduce our carbon footprint.